the most must-see Berkshire League talk show in history. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Cody Diz. Like this video right now if you really have been liking these videos, and if you've loved the channel so far. We've been getting a lot of popularity as of late, so thank you guys so much for supporting. Really appreciate it. Comment what you guys want to see. Trying to add more to this channel. And subscribe. We did pretty good on our subscriber goal last time, so I'm going to set it to, let's say, 5 more new subscribers. Let's do it, alright? After this video drops, let's see 5 new. I believe we're at 288 right now, so if I see 293, 294, 295, something around there, I'll be happy. So, we had 4 games from Friday night. 2 of them were very good games. The other 2, not so much. But pretty big eye-openers. So, let's get right to it and cover these games. Let's start off with the game that kicked off the Friday night. The Highlanders and the Kangaroos. This game was completely back and forth as the momentum kept shifting the entire way. Let's hit the 4th quarter, though, as Dylan Chulis is going to throw it down. And then Don Down finds himself open for a free-throw line jumper. They both had pretty decent games. Curtis Wishy saved the Highlanders, though, as he tipped a missed layup in. And then we'll go to OT. Jake Rinkovich clutched up. But then Dylan Machulis carelessly turning it over. And Jay Black finishes. Next possession. Dominic down with a no-look inside to Rinkovich. And then Clay Maloney gets the pass inside. Ball game! Beautiful play. Northwestern manages to hang on in overtime and beat the Kangaroos.
Reporting for The Rundown, I'm Nicholas Malpe. I'm here with Clay Maloney after a dramatic 52-51 overtime win over Terryville. Clay, last 3 games, you guys have really been struggling to put up points, and you struggled again today. What's going on with the team?
We're struggling in the first half a little bit. We're starting out slow. We've always been a second half team, but this year we got to start picking it up in the first half. Get a little run. Get a little run in. Start the game off well. So that's what I think we need to work on the most.
So in overtime, it really looked like the Kangaroos were going to pull ahead of you guys, and you hit 2 absolutely ice in your veins free throws, and then a layup to seal it. How'd that feel?
That felt awesome. I mean, I knew that's been a long game. You need somebody to step up, and I feel like in that situation, I need to step up and play the game, get those buckets for the team.
Congratulations on bouncing back from a tough loss with Mogo too.
Thank you.
So Northwestern, Terryville, I'm giving you guys a round of applause. You guys had the game of the year. It was back and forth the whole way. 100%, that's my vote for game of the year. Northwestern, you guys have been coming out slow in the first half. You guys got to, push yourselves more in the first and be more aggressive, because recently it seems like you guys haven't been as aggressive when trying to score the ball early on. It seems like you guys are kind of just laying back, laying low, and playing conservative to start off, see what their offense has, and then they kind of just start pushing themselves. That's why you guys have, barely been able to hang on to some of these games. That's what's going to really help you throughout the tournament, if you could fix that. Terryville, you guys have been playing really well, and you guys are the only team that had 3 All-BL players, so round of applause for that. I got to give you guys credit. What I say to you guys is not really much. I mean, you guys have been doing your job. You guys have been playing well. You know your roles. So I think at the end of the day, you guys are going to be ready for the tournament, and I'm willing to put some cash on this Terryville team, because it's them or Chapag that I've been really impressed with. Terryville right now, I think, is going to be a really hard team to beat in this BL tourney. Let's go to Litchfield and Thomaston in Litchfield at the Saloon. Harrison Barnes had a really good game, making 6 3-pointers for 18 points on the night, and Daniel Dyke had a nice 20-point game. And he also caught a beautiful lob for the slam. Let's go to the 4th quarter, though. Meet Chad Suckley. 2 straight 3-pointers on 2 straight possessions. He was starting to cook later in the game. And then a beautiful touch pass from half court to hit Mike Genovis for the dagger. Thomaston wins on the road. So Litchfield, if you guys don't remember, at the beginning of the year, they were 3-1, and then they lost a game, went to 3-2. But Litchfield then ended up becoming like 5-2. They had such a good opportunity to close out the season, the second half of the season, with a really great record. But they flopped. They completely flopped. They haven't done well in this second half, and that's going to be huge for them because if you think about it, they're going to go against a really tough opponent either way. I mean, they'll have either Terryville or Chapag, I believe. So whatever happens with that, I mean, it's going to be interesting, but Litchfield needs to be on their best game. It's not going to be easy because both of those teams that they'll maybe have to play have been really tough, really competitive, and they got some studs on both of those teams. So it's gonna be very difficult. For Litchfield, I'm concerned with them because they've been on such a drought. For Thomaston, I mean, I thought they were going to be the top team this year because they were such a deep roster. But unfortunately, it just didn't end up working out. And, it took a while for everyone to finally get going. But this game, they looked great. Even if it was a close one against Litchfield, Thomaston looked great. So I'm hoping to see some kind of upset. It would be cool to, have like a big-time upset in this tournament. To me, the top 5 teams, so Litchfield up to Northwestern, they are going to be the favorites for me. I'm not picking a sleeper team to go far. I think all the 6 through 8 teams are going to be eliminated first round. So that means Gilbert, Mogo, and Thomaston. I think they'll all be bounced first round. That's no disrespect. It's just the way that this season has gone so far and everything. But I mean, Chad Suckley's finally back on his A game. He managed to make second team after being out a couple games early on in the season with an ankle injury. That's impressive to me. And it shows that he's got the heart of like a fighter. And he's able to, bring this team back up to what they should have been. So, for the tournament, we'll just have to see what happens. I'm hoping the best for Thomaston, though. Let's go to Nanawagua Mogo. This game was good up until the third quarter. Nolan Turturro led the Warriors in scoring, but the rest of the game was all Chiefs. Brendan Burke had a nice three-pointer. John Kazaka got a good floater to go, contested too. And the dagger from Ben Conti put away the Warriors. The Nanawag Chiefs end their regular season at 9-3. So Nanawag kind of blew Mogo out in the third quarter, which honestly that game wasn't really too great anyways. But what I will say is Mogo, I don't really know how you guys can fix what you need to fix for the tournament. It's kind of just a rough patch you guys have gone through the entire year. And for Nanawag, you guys have done well. You're 9-3. Have a very good chance at being a locked-in second seed. It just comes down to Chapag and Northwestern's game, and I think you guys are going to take off, and we'll just have to see what happens in the tournament. I'm very interested to see what happens because if you guys play very well, you guys might be able to take down Northwestern. Let's finish it off with the Mountaineers going to Gilbert, and this is Gilbert's senior night. Dylan Crowley didn't start this game. He managed to put up 26 points. Let's just mention that first. But Anthony Carfero's the story here. 6 3-pointers made. Incredible shooting night from him. And having this momentum shooting-wise is going to be huge for him and for Gilbert going into the BL tourney. But Jesse Schmidt was also cleaning up the glass. He had 15 points and 11 rebounds. He had a really good game. Gilbert is finally starting to show me something. I mean, yeah, it was against Hoosie, but they finally were able to, get on track. Also, Russell Sears had that nice layup earlier on that we showed. I forgot to mention it beforehand, but I don't know how the heck he made that. But nonetheless, Gilbert gets their second win, not only against Hoosie, but on the year. Hoosie, I'm not going to waste my time talking about you guys. I will say, though, Russell Sears, that was an incredible layup again. That was beautiful. Gilbert, I got to give you guys props. I mean, yeah, Hoosie is Hoosie, but that's the only team we've beaten. But I'm starting to see other guys step up. Anthony Carfero has started to shoot well in the last few games. Not even just against Hoosie. He shot good the last few games. And then Jesse Schmidt cleaning up the rebound, cleaning up the glass. He's been phenomenal down there. Last night he was great. I gotta really hand it to him. He played a great game. And it proves that Dylan, he's gonna have a tough time maybe in these tournaments trying to score, because he's either going to be facing, or most likely he'll be facing Northwestern. They're going to guard him heavy. They're going to put two bodies on him, I feel. I mean, the last two games, it seems like they've played him pretty well, even though he has put up a decent amount of points, but it's going to be hard to stop him. But if he needs help, now he knows he can trust his teammates. He's got Carfero. He's got Schmidt. Devin Ross and David Lukowski hit a couple threes the other day too. So this is just a good, finally collective Gilbert roster. I wish their 2 wins hadn't come against Hoosie. I wish they were able to beat another team in the BL. They do have Mogo on Monday, so hopefully that kind of brings their attitude up a little bit more and, lifts their spirits. Let's go to the top 5 plays from Friday night. Let's check out number 5, Anthony Carfero. Dribbles it up. Hits a Curry range buzzer beater. Beautiful shot. No, let's go to number 4, Harrison Barnes. Alley-oop to Daniel Dyke, who throws it down. Number 3, Clay Maloney. Clutches it and wins it for the Highlanders at Terryville in overtime. Number 2, Russell Sears with a D. Rose-esque layup. Beautiful layup. And one, I believe, too. And number 1, Dylan Matulis going on the fast break through the 2 defenders and then throws it down. And that are your top 5 plays from Friday night. So Monday plays a pretty decent implication on what happens for the tournament. So here's the deal. Chappaqua and Northwestern play each other. Northwestern automatically is the 1 seed. Nanawagua, Terryville, and Chappaqua are the 3 teams I'm looking at, though, for who I'm concerned with. So if Chappaqua beats Northwestern this Monday, then what's going to happen is Terryville stays the 4, Nanawagua drops to the 3, and Chappaqua takes number 2. Because remember, in the earlier part of the season, the first 8 games count. So anything that's happened in these last 4 games, they just count for playoff implications. If Chappaqua loses, Chappaqua drops from 3 to 4, plays Litchfield, and then Terryville jumps up and they would play Thomaston. So it's really, really a big deal. And something that's very interesting to look at. Any of those top teams, it's going to be a tough match for some of them. But the others, I don't know. It should go as a pretty good tournament. I think it'll be exciting. I think we'll see some stuff we haven't seen yet from certain players. And this game should be completely impactful. And a lot of people should have their eyes on it. So on Monday tomorrow, watch the Chappaq Northwestern game. I'm going to post it on the Instagram, so make sure you guys check into that because it's going to have a huge playoff implication, so watch that game. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video right now if you enjoyed it. Comment what you guys want to see on this channel, and most importantly, let's hit that subscriber goal of 5 new subscribers. We're at 288 right now. I will be counting. Hopefully we hit it. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I hope you watch it all the way through, and have a great day. Peace out.